Well, welcome to 2022, viewer. The news is the doctor's back after nearly 3 months at Brisbane City Motorcycles. Yeah, it's back. The knee, all good. Still knobbly, but still good. All right, so after 3 months at the repair shop, it's looking a bit sorry for itself. It must have been out in all weathers for quite a while whilst they were waiting for parts to fit. So what I'm going to be doing is taking an in-depth look at what they've done, pulling it apart somewhat and giving it a thorough clean, because it's, yeah, you know, left out in the weather, gets a bit faded with the sun and the rain and everything like that. And I'm going to be taking these off because if we remember, come with me, viewer, here's my bags, the old giant loop. This is totaled. This one's all right because that was on the other side, but this one was totaled. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to opt for a rackless system this time, reduce a bit of weight. So I'm going to get rid of this, I think it's a Moto Tech side pannier holders, and I bought one of those very small sort of side protector thingies that you can also secure rackless on. A bit slow this morning, viewers. I've only just got up. Yeah, so let's go through the parts list and see what they did. All right, so it's all on this one page. The other page is just the insurance excess I had to pay, which was $500. I think the total was around about 5,000, something like that, with all the bits and pieces. So we can see here we've had washer, oil, cooler guard. Well, it's not that because that's mine, so it must be this, I'm guessing. What else we got? We got the we got a 25-litre tank because that cost just as much as the 20-litre tank, so why not? New lamp assembly. Obviously we've got a new one of these. We've got nice new shiny front fender. We've got new tickers, bark busters, wing mirrors, X grip. What else? Throttle grips, new one of those, and I think we got new handlebars as well. Haven't got my glasses on. Pro taper, contour, CR, high, yeah. New handlebars. I think this is new as well. I think that's all the obvious stuff. Oh, I think we got a new one of these because I think this was bent up pretty bad from the impact. Cylinder assembly. Oh, that's front master cylinder assembly. VPS backbone. I don't know what that is. Replacement guard, yeah, blah 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 blah. Mirror extensions. Remember, mine were red, but these are black. Yeah. Now, one of the things I have noticed is that when they put the 25-litre tank on, they didn't take into account of these indicators hitting the tank. Yeah. Now, why that wasn't spotted, I don't know. Remember, no mechanic, no matter how good they are, will look after your bike as much as you do. So what I'm going to have to do is take these off and flip them around to bring them back up here, and that should solve that problem out. But my main concern is hitting the oil cooler, so I'm going to have to figure out a way to pull those apart or give some distance between the two to stop it rubbing and vibrating. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tank off. I'm going to take the seat off, the tank off, take these off. I'll leave this on for now, and with all that off I'll give it a good clean, and then see if I can fix that issue and correct this. Oh, and I'm also going to take this off as well. I'm not sure at the end of the day that it's needed. It does make a difference when you're cornering, you can feel it, but I'm just trying to trim things down a little. Last year I may have been a bit overzealous in accessorizing the bike, so I'm just going to bring it down to basics a bit more, streamline it, lighten the load, although it's got heavy duty suspension on now. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I might leave it on, I might take it off. I'll take it off first and see how it rides, put it back on and see how it rides, and compare the two. So yeah, let's get cracking. So one bit of advice I can give you is, whenever you take something off your bike, swap something out or whatever, never throw away your own bit, the old parts, because you will need them again at some point. Naked. Alrighty, so these look to be the same. Got to take that off as well. So as you can see, it's quite a hefty tank, 25 litres. Yeah, interesting. Not quite sure why they designed it the way they did, because it does impact on this thing here, on this cooler, oil cooler, which is odd. So we'll have to try and adjust that somehow, give it more space between them. Well, the air filter doesn't look too bad actually. This is a bit grimy, again from being left out, I suppose. But that's not too bad. I took the cover off here, that was quite dirty. And this top cover, where I drilled those holes, that's still good. So yeah, not bad at all. Oh, there we go, viewer. She's had a good clean. Had a good clean. And it was a difficult clean. A fair bit of weather damage from being left out for so long. But it's looking a lot better. Got to do the chain's all rusted up, but everything else has come up a little better, so we'll see how that goes. So before there was a bit of wobble in this, and it was making contact with this guard here, and also the radiator, the cooler, the oil cooler. But as you can see, not anymore. It's a lot sturdier and doesn't hit this. It's close, and I will try and push this out a little bit further, but we're clear of the guard and it's definitely more firm. Let me show you what I did. Quite simple, really. This rubber was down here where that notch is. There is an actual notch cut out here to sort of secure that in place. I just took it off from there and moved it up here, so the weight and the support was at this end instead of halfway down, which is fine for the smaller tank. But when you've got the bigger tank, this rubber up here supports it a lot better and prevents that wobble and jiggle. So yeah, excellent. Quick handy little tip there for you Acerbic 25 litre tank owners. Yeah. Well, viewer, there we go. The doctor is back with a little bit of extra capacity. So as you can see, I've taken the rear rack off. I relocated the blinkers so now they don't knock. I've adjusted the rubber bung in here to secure this better, and it misses the radiator, and I've given it a bloody good clean. Alrighty viewers, it's the following day. It's a nicer day. It's a warmer day. It's Sunday. Anyway, here's the bike. I've cleaned the wheels up. I put the bash plate back on. Oh yeah. And I give the chain a good clean. You know what I mean? So that's looking a bit better now. And I've cleaned up a few spots of rust that had developed over the time it was sat outside Brisbane Motorcycles waiting for the parts. So I am happy with the way it's turned out now. I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better now it's clean. Ooh, I couldn't sleep last night. Oh yes. So it's really good. I'm pleased. Even give the these things a clean. Took the stabilizer off. I'm gonna have another ride around and see how it feels without it on, and then I can make a compare and see whether or not it is actually worth putting on. Because I do remember traveling about 100 k's on the road during my trip. The front end, there would actually feel like a vibration, a wobble. I'm not sure what that was, whether it was the wind or the fact that, you know, I was fully loaded with all my gear or what, but yeah, it was there. Not all the time, just sometimes. It might have been the front knobby tire worn a bit differently. Maybe those tires aren't that good at speeds, so could be many things, but I'm going to give it a try because I want to keep the bike light. That was the whole reason for going for the DR. Keep it light. So as you can see, it's pretty stripped down at the moment. It has acquired a bit of weight with the additional tank size, but that's going to be useful, an extra 5k, so I'll be looking to see how much extra I can get off that. What I am going to do is put another petcock on here and feed into the other one. I shall do that. Yeah, but looking good. Alright, I'm going to sign off now. I've got to clean up all this shit. There's the old bits and pieces. Look at the mess. What a mess. I got stuff everywhere. And that's why I can never find anything when I put something down again. But anyway, we made it. I made it. Yes. Alright. That's it. I'm going to sign off, clean this mess up, and probably have to do the garden. So thanks for watching. Hope you found it fun and entertaining. So give it a likes up if that's the case, and if you're not already subscribed and you like this, then subscribe. And if you're feeling generous and want to buy me a coffee, link down below where you can do that. Thanks. Biker Bytes over and out.